Hello! Hi everybody, welcome back. What day is it? It's Friday?
It's Friday. It's the
16th, 2021. We are in Franklin Village. Hello, I'm with Brian. And let's see. This. So it's gonna look shitty while I get my stuff together. But I'm hanging out with my friend Brian. And we're gonna walk through Franklin Village, Los Angeles, California. It's right,
Hollywood.
It's right next to Hollywood. It's Hollywood, actually. It's just a little village in Hollywood. And we're gonna go for a walk. Where are we gonna go?
Let's go. Do you want to go up towards the sign? You want to get closer to the sign?
Fuck no. It's just.
That's a hell of a hike.
Here's what we'll do. We're just gonna walk east to Western, south to Sunset.
That's a good idea.
Actually, there's a nice little village over there too. Maybe we'll get some food there. We gotta get something to eat. So let's see what's going on. But yeah, Brian, I've known this guy for 30 years or so, and he's gonna be on his first stream with me. But first, I gotta get a mask on, don't I? Because people are gonna get.
Oh yeah, we gotta put on our mask.
People are gonna get squarely.
Sometimes I don't know.
My mustache is just.
I'm gonna go maskless extra.
Just had some.
See if somebody wants to yell at me.
What did I do with my mask? Did I drop them?
What? Oh. Oh ho. I don't know.
Maybe I put them in there.
Pockets?
Oh, you know what? They're in the pocket of my jacket. And my jacket got folded up. Welcome to. So I started my live stream today without setting up. So I was so excited to see Brian and get going. But I didn't set up extra thumbnails. So we're just free flying today. We're looking this up. I'm going through my jacket looking for my masks. Dude, I had it all together, and then suddenly I don't. It's not in there. Underwood. It's not in there. I had them on when I.
Yeah, no, you wore it down here, so it's.
I wore it down here. I took it off when we said
You didn't leave it in the donut
So
shop.
it's definitely around here somewhere. The dog didn't get it. So I'll show you some pretty pink flowers while I jerk around here, folks. Let's see. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Show them those pretty flowers, Al.
There's no flowers there.
Oh yeah. Let's do it this way. There they are. How weird is that? I've done this before.
It
where
fell
I-
into a void.
Yeah, stuff I just lost. I'm like,
It's in your back pocket.
it's gotta be.
It's in your back
Oh
pocket.
yay! Brian's checking my ass.
I think I see it.
Brian's
I'm
looking at my
I'm
ass.
looking-
He's
It's
checking-
right there. It's right there, and isn't that it? No, that's your wallet. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he's off my ass. No, it's got. It's gonna be in the last place I left.
Oy. I'm gonna try to do my shot.
How crazy! Oh, you know what?
Still can't find
We got stuffed way down to the bottom of the bucket. All right, we're gonna mask it up. So people don't get. I don't want people to get rude. I'll take them off later. Woo.
That's the Hollywood Tower, and some say that the ride at the Disney
I think it was inspired by that.
Yeah, I think it was inspired by that, right? It's still open in Florida, I think.
I have no idea.
Here they closed it, and it's the Guardians of the Galaxy now. No respect for the past.
Past is dead. It's gone. Holy cow! Underwood finally got it together. Hello.
So
Yeah.
You don't want to walk up to the Hollywood sign?
So welcome to. At some point, but not today. Jesus.
I'm trying to get somebody to go to the Hollywood sign.
I'm happy to go, but I don't want to go like right now. We're way down here.
He's got that big heavy selfie stick to carry.
So we're on Franklin Avenue going west from Argyle.
Yeah, the 101 freeway's behind us.
I don't know what time it is. Do you know what time it is? So
9:31. Who's honking?
that there's some famous. See, I'm having random trivia thoughts, but that particular church,
Yeah.
it's kind of amazing how long that's been there. That goes all the way back to the 20s.
My aunt used to go to that church. It has been there long.
I saw some archival or old footage, or some old footage of that.
This is one of the best.
You know, I live on the other side of that.
Yeah, there's a better view at Beechwood, actually. Let's go over
Is
here.
that us? But I've never been up to it. I guess we'll have to do that. I'll do that with you.
I guess you can go all the way up to it now.
Well, you can climb up to the.
Above it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
Because apparently there's a bench up there. As long as there's a bench, I can sit down. That's all I care about. Is there a bench at the end of this? That's what old people want.
I gotta get rid of my coffee cup.
Me too. Here. There. No, that's not how it's done.
We both got selfie sticks and we're holding coffee cups, and we look like a couple of Hollywood.
Oh, welcome to Foolsville. Let's sit right
I wasn't
in.
recording any of that. Here, I'm gonna dump this.
That's the other thing that's kind of fun. Oh, there it is. Is thinking you're filming when you're not. I do that. I did. I've done a couple of hours sometimes and have no footage. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so this is the view here. On the left, if you come to Hollywood and you want to see the sign, ironically, the best place to see it is here, Franklin Avenue and Beechwood Drive. There it is. It looks very small on camera.
Zoom.
Yeah, I zoomed in its hand.
But I like this little area we're walking into because it's just so. There's so many nice trees here, and the abundance of these palm trees. I visited.
I love this line.
I'm gonna wipe the lens real fast. I think I got schmutz just in case. Much better. But I visited the oldest palm tree in Los Angeles. To Death Wish Dina. You can follow her on Twitch. Yeah, I'd always wanted to see that palm tree. It's still there. I know the whole history of the oldest palm tree in Los Angeles. I love it. That's the kind of trivia that we love, you know. And it's got a great story. It's great history. I'll tell you. I'm sure I'll lay it on you. But this little area just got so many nice trees, and some of the homes look really nice. The older big buildings.
Al's live streaming.
Live streaming on Twitch, the Wonderstache, and on YouTube, Wonderstache.
Wonderstache. Can you spell that, kids?
Wonderstache.
Stache.
So this is where we are.
Der. Yeah, I was going to say, here's a little story for you, Al.
Tell me a story.
Do you know the story of this building?
We are with Brian in Franklin Village. And let's see what he knows about the neighborhood.
I almost don't even want to film it too closely, honestly.
What?
So this is a specific building here in Franklin Village.
Oh, this one?
It's the, let's just call it the Celebrity Center. Okay?
Oh, you're looking at that. Yeah, but that's a Scientology building, right? They're owned by Scientology?
Yes. Now this building sits, by the way, across from, we should probably take a look at the Villa Carlotta here as well, but
yeah, this is the one I was going to look at.
But that building there was built by William Randolph Hearst.
He's very excited.
Ah!
He's very excited.
That building there was built by William Randolph Hearst as an apology to a woman whose husband he had shot in the back. It's true, look it up.
You always trust your guide when he says, it's true, really, I swear. Look it up.
I swear.
I love it, but this is historic, isn't it?
Well, there's a plaque over here.
But there are a lot of, back in the 20s and 30s, famous actors and directors lived here. Villa Carlotta, established in 1926.
We say villa here in the village.
Agricultural monument. But yeah.
1926. It may be the oldest building that I know of in the neighborhood.
No.
I lived in a building built in 1928.
Some of this stuff's been around since the teens.
I'm not sure when this building was built. It was the woman who owned it used it as she turned over to a retirement home for aging actors, which is how it came into the hands of its Scientology group.
It's a big
celebrity cause, I suppose. Oh yeah, now I'm recording. Good. I'm sitting here talking to nothing.
This is like the hood.
This is the
Bourgeois pig. Still in business after all these years. I've never had a good meal here or at the Bird.
Nice to see them still in business, surviving. And this place.
It's wild to see it so quiet because it's morning time, but normally in the evening this place is just buzzing like crazy. You walk on the sidewalk.
Well, yeah. I wish it was as true as it used to be. We just passed a closed restaurant. This is a sushi place. They stayed open right through the pandemic, serving to-go orders. Down here we have the French restaurant La Poubelle, struggling a little bit. They're open in the evenings. A really cool bookstore here.
I love this building. It looks so nice. That's an old one.
Yeah, I have a sad story actually.
What's the story?
I don't know if we want to go live with it. I was over at the grocery store across the street, and the security guard told me that I wondered why the coroner van was in front of the building. He said that someone had thrown themselves off the roof.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was on the sidewalk for about an hour.
Do you know this? I think it used to be a Mayfair market back in the day. It was used in an episode of the Brady Bunch.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, there's a famous shot. You can, if you look up Brady Bunch Mayfair Market.
On Franklin?
Yeah, there's a picture of them, and the basic structure is the same of the building, but there's a shot of them right out here getting out of the station wagon and
Oh, that's funny.
packing up with groceries. Gelson's.
It's all resurfaced now.
Yeah. But this is just a nice neighborhood. I can see the attraction, you know. It's,
I
but
love
it's
this.
just so congested. It was just more hassle than I ever wanted to deal
I've
with.
lived here for a year and I don't have a car.
Yeah. I think it's a lot easier around here.
No, yeah, no, actually, it's difficult with a car. 'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, I have a parking spot, but
It reminds me.
don't use it.
The thing is, I when I was in my 20s, I lived in Newport Beach. I lived right on the beach, and I was lucky because I lived with two guys, a firefighter and a professional server, and we all made enough money to have a really nice place, and I had the parking garage, or I had a garage for my car, so I didn't have any problem parking. But everybody else had a problem with parking because it's so limited, just like being up here. Few garages, more cars than there is street parking.
yeah.
And I dealt with that for so long, I was kind of over it. And the idea of living somewhere that's popular but is totally inconvenient. I'm too old for that. I'm too old for this shit.
Well, that's so you don't have a car. That's pretty
Yeah. But when you don't have a car, you're mobile, you're fast, you can go anywhere, you can live anywhere. What's fun with this too is, I don't know if you can see my screen. You see the chat box? So there's a chat box there.
Oh, are people talking?
Yeah, so not today, not yet. But if people tune in and are watching, they can say hi.
It must be a site, huh?
Well, it's just some people are lurkers, and like me, I just go and watch stuff. I don't want to interact and chat and all that stuff, and that's cool. Some people say hi, and if they say hi, and you can interact with them, and yeah, we'll end up talking to people. Like, I've got a follower in Brazil and a follower in London, England.
Oh, around behind them.
Yeah. Look at that tree. Wow.
Is that a garage sale?
I don't know. But that tree looks amazing.
Oh, that's film. The filming. Look, they're filming something over there, guys.
Look at that beautiful tree. Looks like small film production using the house as a location. That tree.
Yeah, we're filming them. Filming them.
I'm just looking at that tree. It's spectacular.
I'd say so. Yeah. The art director knew what they were looking for when they found that location.
Yeah, it's a beautiful tree.
Big beautiful tree.
Look at those beautiful palm trees. The canary palms.
map is to the left of us, to the north, is called Hollywood Dell. Like the farmer in the Dell, I guess. I always think about that.
Look at this building. Wow, these are beautiful.
Yeah, this is a beautiful one.
They did it right. The paint job on this and all those plants. I love this.
We drive by them and we don't even know what we're seeing. You know, I want to know, when was this built and when was it repainted? It's actually beautiful.
Yeah, they did a great job. Last time I was here, they had just trimmed this hedge. There was zero greenery on it. Zero. They completely stripped it. And here we are a few weeks later, and it's almost filled in. It looks so good. I thought for sure it was dead because they had literally trimmed everything off of it. It's a Terminator is what it is. I think it's a Terminator. Here's another street line with these palm trees. These are most of the canary palms in Los Angeles are numbered, or at least they're mapped, and they know how many there are.
Really?
And there's an estimated, well, about 20 years ago there was an estimate on how long they would, how much longer they had to live, because there was a while they were infested with a fungus. They couldn't figure out what was killing them. I don't know if you remember, but there was a period of time when the tops of them would pop off and land on cars and actually kill people.
Problem. People were,
and get killed. And so they couldn't figure out if this fungus that was infecting all of them was being carried by birds or by rodents or by the tree trimmers. You know, because they trim something down, move it over to the next tree, and then they just keep pushing it along. And I don't know what the final verdict was, but I think they figured it out. They had the tree trimmers had to wash their blades after every tree to make sure they weren't moving it to the next tree.
Wow.
It became a real big production, but they'd figured with the number that they had left that they would only last another 30 years, and that was 20 years ago.
And we're talking about like every single palm tree.
There's not that many.
There's not that many?
Because they're not indigenous to the region. They're all brought in.
There's two more.
Well,
but I guess
when you consider, I mean, we can see it and it looks like a lot to us, but in terms of
if you actually,
when you look at the city, there's actually these particular palm trees are only in very specific areas, and then there'll be huge swaths of the city where there aren't any at all.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. There are a lot of palm trees here in Hollywood. It's true.
But they're, like I said, the oldest one in Los Angeles is in front of the Coliseum.
Yes.
And
Expo Park. And again, shout out to.
But it was placed there. Yeah, he's the first time I saw it.
Ago.
But it turns out that that particular palm tree had only been placed there in 1914. Prior to that, it was in front of the original railway terminal, which was on Central and 5th Street. And it had its coat on, like that tree that, you know, that has, these have all been trimmed.
Oh, right.
But it had its, I call it winter coat.
Yeah, it's if you don't trim off all those.
Yeah, and it was only about half the size of what you see there. It was pretty small at the time.
Yeah.
And it was right in front of the rail depot, so when you came in, got off the train, it would be the first thing you saw as you exited the train station. And it was sort of a way of signifying visually that you've arrived in a different part of the world.
Welcome to this tropical place.
This desert.
With one palm tree.
Yeah, this dirt paradise.
Talking about the first palm tree in Los Angeles.
And then, but that's not where it was originally. Prior to that, they feel around the 1830s, it was somewhere in.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd been moved from from what is now Little Tokyo to be the representative of arrival at the city, at the original train depot, which is now where Skid Row is. that
Yeah.
region, and then and now it lives in front of.
Well, I knew that was going to happen. My phone's full.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Well, I've been recording shit
Get
for
you
a fucking
streaming.
year on here, and I'm like, it told me a couple days ago, hey, your phone's full.
Phone's getting full. Now you get to be an editor of your own life.
Yeah.
So, which videos do I want to get rid of?
Well, it's all uploaded onto Dropbox. So I mean, if I wanted to, I could just dump the whole phone. But
Yeah. Get a new phone. More storage.
just get a new phone. Well, actually, I was talking to Will about that. I'm like, why don't you just give me like a really nice like iPhone or something that has good camera on it, a lot of storage.
Yeah, get me the equipment I need.
I'll just use it as right.
Did we pass it? No, I think it's coming up. I think we may have.
Okay, folks, no time for another. Hey, I don't want to do that. Stop that.
Don't play your naked videos.
My toy videos.
Your playtime.
You want to see my tarot cards?
Look at this. That's Hollywood living. We're looking northeast at the Hollywood Hills, north of Franklin Village. The weather is nice. It's going to get up to about 70, maybe. I think it's going to be hotter than that because it's got to be 70 now. On this Friday, the 16th of April, 2021. Hollywood Grove is this historic area. Hollywood Grove. I bet that's a nice walk. I saw this.
Hollywood Grove, the Hollywood Dell. It's all kind of a historic area.
Never walked up that way, but it sure looks nice.
You can walk up there. Wander up a little bit if you want.
Yeah, we can wander up.
We were talking about Brady Bunch a minute ago. This reminds me of the Brady Bunch.
These trees are just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, this house, yeah, this mid-century modern. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at those doors. I grew up in a neighborhood where the houses were all like this. That is so cool. I just love seeing those. Houses on stilts.
Oh. That's what it means to live in the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
Those are the houses you see falling off the hill in earthquakes.
Yeah, I love that.
That's so funny. Actually, we should have stopped in that little spot back there that I told you is in earthquake. We were talking about all those little shops back there for your viewers. If you look at the, what'd you say? It's the TV cut actually of Earthquake.
Yeah.
It's filmed back there.
Look at these beautiful craftsmen. Just hiding in the. Just hiding right off of Franklin. This is great.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I love them. I think my friend lives here. Oh no, that's in Little Armenia. Beautiful. This looks like a movie set. This is like my neighborhood. They use it as a location for TV shows so often because so many of the homes look like these sets.
Yeah. Actually, you know what's funny? I've walked up here several times. My dog used to love to walk up this street. I don't know why.
This is amazing.
I remember, because I remember this house here. So it'd be so cool, just hang out on that deck.
Yeah.
You can keep walking.
I'm just gonna go up here and turn around. I don't know if you can tell, but this is super steep. So I hold the camera straight, that's all down below. So nice. That house has a curtains and canopy above the front door like I do in my bedroom over my bed. That is so funny. I like that look. Yeah, just imagine a bed at the bottom of that instead of stairs. Looks like my bedroom. That is hilarious. I don't know if you noticed the curtains and the canopy above the front door.
I can't see.
Yeah, come over here. See the red curtains and that little awning above the door?
Yeah.
That's what my bedroom looks like. I have a canopy over. Just
Oh,
imagine
you're wrong.
where the stairs are. Just imagine there's a bed there.
Yes, I know.
It's
I've
like-
seen your.
You put a bed there, I'll move in. It's hilarious. I've never seen my bedroom on a front stoop before. It's so funny.
I've never seen curtains like that on the front.
Yeah. Everything okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just deleting 8 years worth of video.
Oh, jeez, are you sure? I hope it's up.
I'm doing it day by day, so I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a waste of time. I think we'll just walk and talk. This is the first time I've deleted anything off of this phone, which I bought a year ago.
That's got to make you feel scared.
Yeah.
So, don't do it. Wait till you get home. Let's cut across over here. It's so quiet.
I know, right? Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, just 100 feet off of the main street, and it's so quiet. The sound's buffered by the mountains in the background and all this foliage.
Another old one over here. Throw this in your bag when we stop.
Yeah,
Throw it in mine for now.
that really eats the battery, doesn't it? Do you want me to, do you need a battery? No, you need storage space.
Yeah, I'm alright. I actually need to go back to January and delete all those New York videos. That's what the majority of it is.
Ooh.
Hey, Pop.
All of these just look art directed, every one of these streets.
They just go up a little ways. Now this here is something. It's called That's the high school.
Watch out. Hit it.
You don't need to be on the sidewalk here, man. I ride the scooter. You can stay on the street, okay? I know where you need to be on the sidewalk.
Look at these roots. They're just like, I'm not. Look at that.
Crazy.
They want to live.
How long has that tree been?
I know, right? That's what I really enjoyed. I've really enjoyed the last number of years that I've been seeing life at street level instead of from the car.
Oh yeah.
It just everything's slowed down.
Me too, actually. It's so weird.
You soak so much more in.
Yep. Having a dog to walk, right? Like this.
Yeah, you would miss all of this.
You drive right past it. Yeah, here, this is a school. But it used to be Military Training Academy or something.
Oh.
I guess we get further up here, you'll see.
We'll cut down here. There used to be a flower shop on the corner for years.
Yeah, yeah, and
It's a restaurant now, I think.
they closed. There was the CVS behind it. Even the corporate stores can't stay open, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean, I always look at this and just like, wow.
Yeah, the Spanish architecture.
Yeah, but it's like modernized. I
Yeah.
think it's. I can't ever tell if it's an original building that's been modernized,
Yeah,
or it was built new, like that, to match
right.
the other buildings. But it's a high school now.
Oh.
So those are all like classrooms. Oh, they're open. They're open. I was walking the pole.
And I honestly cannot remember what used to be on that corner.
Right there.
Yeah. That's us. Don't mind me just going for a fucking walk.
People are oblivious.
Love the mask.
Oh, thank you. Yours is awesome too.
Ow.
Yes.
Oh my god, how are you? It's Tabby.
Oh my God! How are you? Can I put you on? Is it okay? I'm just walking. Yay! I'm bumping my friend Tabby. I'd give you a hug, but I guess. Oh, yeah! It's my friend Brian.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, we're just out for a walk, showing it off to people that haven't seen it. Yeah, yeah. You look so stylish.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is a beautiful mask. I'm gonna show them that. Yeah, I'm wearing the my bird. Let me do this.
Plague doctor.
Yes.
I have a friend, and she makes masks, and she made a plague doctor mask for me.
I know, I had seen
And
you
she did-
post it.
Oh, okay,
I
good,
love-
good.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
That's
can't
why I was
believe.
looks like
And
oh, there it is, there it is.
well,
I
that's
see it
yeah.
now.
Some
Okay.
people see that sticking out, and a woman asked me. She said, I was with a friend. We were streaming, and she said, "Excuse me, is that
Is that part of your mask?
Yeah." She goes, "Do you have a mustache that goes out like this and like this?" I said, "Yeah." Why do you ask? She goes, "Well, I see that." And she goes, "Is it that big?" I said, "Can I take off the mask and show you?" I hadn't seen eyes open up that big in a long time. I didn't realize how.
That it was, yeah.
It looks pretty crazy for a reveal if you've never seen it
Right,
before.
yeah.
I love you. I'll see you soon. Thanks for recognizing me.
Sure.
See you. How about that? Wow,
Well.
even with a mask on.
Who's that? Somebody?
A friend of mine that I've met through other friends at places doing things. I get.
She called me out on my mask. Did you see that?
She says you're not wearing a mask?
She looked me right in the eyes.
Oh, good.
And so I'm like, okay. So I came back with my mask on.
Yeah, you've got to be.
All right, people, whatever.
Gotta be polite.
Hey, if she asks me, I'll do it. I did it. Fine. Otherwise, I need fresh air.
Oh, Brian.
Hey, yeah, let's not, I don't want to talk about it. How about we just do our thing, you know?
So you think there's any connection between the Pink Elephant Liquor and Pink Baskin Robbins?
Well, they share the same parking lot.
Yeah, in the same color scheme.
And the same
They're like, get high, get your ice cream, go home.
For dad and for the kids.
Yeah.
For mom and dad. And for the kids.
Pink Elephant Liquor. We deliver. I mean, liquor stores that deliver, it's just like, are you just laying there on the sofa going, yeah, I need more.
Yeah,
I need
so
some.
tired.
Hey,
I'm so drunk I can't drive.
Need some more right now.
I need something to drink.
Just heavy, hard living, man.
I know.
That is some hard living. So this is Western Avenue. We're going south on Western towards Hollywood Boulevard,
Towards
Sunset
Hollywood.
Boulevard. It's actually nice and peaceful, quiet for a Friday.
Yeah.
It's nice to be out this early before all the madness happens.
I wanted to ask her about tea, but
Oh.
the corner was too loud.
Yeah, my friend Dina taught me this little trick, because I used to put this on me, which is fine,
Yeah, then you.
but I wouldn't catch you if I was to hold it up and like talk to somebody. She puts it there.
Yeah. Makes
Smart
sense.
move. Oh, look how pretty these are. That's a stage that I've finally gotten into at my old age. I see flowers in a way I've never seen them before my
I
entire
agree.
life.
Isn't that funny?
And I just think they're amazing. They're so incredible. Huh. They're truly amazing. I'll just be walking through the city.
Think about different color flowers for different reasons.
You what?
Well, I was teaching a kid. She was talking about. I mean, and our science lesson was about moths or something like that that come out at night, and that certain flowers are white because of the insects that come out at night. They're trying to attract those insects, like honeysuckle. Okay,
Yeah.
it's very strong scent and it's white. During the day, the other flowers have colors to attract the bugs. So I'm not sure where that goes, but it's just a thought. Like those ones back there are purple.
Well, it's fascinating that when you take infrared pictures of these flowers, so they look totally different. And some insects key into different wavelengths of light that we can't see.
Oh.
So the flowers may look totally different to them than they do to us.
Oh.
And some flowers that look like they have no pattern on them at all, through like infrared or ultraviolet, different shades of light, you can see amazing patterns and spots and lines,
Wow.
stripes.
Things that the
but
animals
it's
see
the-
that we
yeah,
don't.
yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
This corner is almost totally unrecognizable to what it was back in the 20s and the 30s.
Yes.
But that building on the corner in front of us there is from the 20s.
Yeah. I always stand there and I look at that building, all that, what's it called?
And that's the entrance to the
want to say like filigree. That's not right.
Subway station right across the street there. Like this area's got, is it this spot? Yeah, they have,
So look at the top here. Look
Yeah.
at all the heads of the, like that's Galileo and
that looks like the cast from Lord of the Rings, dude.
right. And I want to know what is all that? Like,
Well, that's all available.
look at this big
That-
face.
It's just a Google search away.
Yeah, that's true.
All of these historic buildings, the designers, the architects, the construction firms. Let's cross the street and then go down that way a little bit. I'll show you an old apartment building I wanted to move into.
This
Little
corner
Little Armenia.
used to be Tail.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. And now it's a pet store, ironically.
That's funny.
Are we going this way?
Yeah, I would do a short walk.
All right.
I
Back
think.
up to Hollywood and back to down.
Sort of. But I want to move in here. But these are expensive. Everything.
Above which there?
Yeah.
That's a nice building.
Yeah, they redid the whole thing inside and out. Cleaned it up.
Yeah, that's like
The Gershwin.
Oh, the Gershwin. Oh, yeah. So
Yeah, it's a one big complex.
I see it all the time. When that's interesting. So Gershwin lived there, I assume.
Maybe, for all I know. But it just, and you really can't see it, but this building here is all brand new. They knocked down whatever was here and built this new thing. And they have a little art installation that's coming up on the left.
550. These farmer boys over there for breakfast.
Yeah, this area is really, it not only cleaned up to look beautiful, but it's got everything a local resident could need. It's got the gym. It's amazing. I really like this neighborhood.
And it's nice to see people coming back out. This is kind of alive again.
And
I'm telling you, 3
full-
months ago I
full
came
of
down
these
here.
young people.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're affording it. But take a look to your left here in this little hallway.
What is that?
Just a little art installation. So the Falcon Studios was a fencing school.
Actor, Olympic fencer. Taught at the school until his death in 1987. Oh wow, he taught Errol Flynn, Douglas Fairbanks, Basil Rathbone, Anthony Quinn. So it's entirely possible that those hands have touched
Oh,
those,
absolutely.
those swords.
Well, that's probably why because that's old equipment.
Yeah.
That's not.
That's probably, who knows? Errol Flynn probably held one of those
Yeah, that's fantastic.
foils.
Yeah. Yeah, this piece is.
Yeah,
So they saved.
This
They
is
kind of
the-
worked around it.
they saved a piece of it.
That's great.
They saved a piece of it. Oh, here, look. This is what it used to look like.
Well, they did that over at Hollywood and Vine. That big, the W complex.
Yeah?
There was a guy that had a hat shop, and he wouldn't sell when they were buying up all that property.
Yeah.
He held out because he wanted to get a big payoff they wouldn't pay him, and they built the entire structure around his place. And the architecture of his place was significant because it's the last, the Hollywood, the Derby restaurant, Derby, the Brown Derby.
Oh, really?
It was the Hollywood Brown Derby because there was several of them.
Yeah. Yeah, not the Derby wasn't the actual.
That was
Derby
down on
not-
Wilshire.
Yeah, it
But
wasn't even in Hollywood.
you want to see something crazy one day? We'll go down there to that corner.
Yeah.
There's a strip mall now,
Yeah.
but the bowler is still there up
What?
on the top. It's like a 3-story strip mall,
Oh, we gotta go.
and the bowler is on top.
Oh, we gotta go.
And they turned it into a restaurant, and all of it's closed now. But the actual bowler,
saved it.
the bowler and the
Brown
rim,
Derby.
yeah, there's no mistaking it. It's right there.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, weird.
it's one of those hidden things that many people don't know. But
Yeah,
I'll show you
the
a great
crazy-
looking building. Let's go down here for a second, because I think you'll like this.
I love the crazy architecture in Hollywood. And like, we're talking about the Brown Derby, and then over there you've got this like 60s.
Oh yeah, this. Come back up here.
That's not deco, that's. Hi, Pops. Hello.
But
Hey, Will.
I was just looking around for apartments, online, and I saw a building I kind of liked the way it looked. So I looked at it through Google Maps. One day I was in the down here on my walk, and I thought I'd check it out, and I'll show it to you. But this new structure like this one, they look great, and they're new, and they're expensive,
Yeah.
and right across the street from something like what we used to live in back in
Yeah, right.
back in the day, and
Yeah.
that's all
That
of,
lovely ornate ironwork.
which I'd love to have. That stuff you can't get anymore because it's not OSHA safe. They kids get their heads caught in there and
Yeah,
stuff
they
like
get
that.
the finger, you get your
Yeah.
fingers caught in there, and people
Yeah,
get
so,
sued.
so they don't make it, and they can take it all out
them all
and
out,
put in
yeah.
new stuff, so it doesn't have. But isn't that
They-
scary
they
looking?
put- so you can't put.
Dishes. 5, 6, 7. Oh,
I want to watch DirecTV. I want to watch DirecTV. I want to watch DirecTV. I want to watch Direct.
so this. It's actually looks cleaner, right?
Shortwave or.
We're gonna tear it down and build a.
Oh, it's closed. I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
it's been closed for. Yeah. So like I said, it looked cleaner now because
Yeah.
people started moving in. Homeless and stuff. It became a hell of a place. But then you've got this beautiful Craftsman. Looks like right out of Back to the Future.
No, right? All
Isn't
of
it?
a sudden,
Yeah,
it's
this.
like the Gamble house.
Yeah,
It's the Back
yeah.
to the Future house.
Yeah, the one in Pasadena.
They do events there.
Mhm. So much. So if we go across the street here, yeah.
Past the school?
I just wanted to show you that you were talking about Art Deco.
Ah, you have good eyes, sir.
Isn't that beautiful? And the day I came down, it was a drizzly day, I think, and so that gray blue really popped. But that's an old building. That's the 20s, and it's been completely redone by this company, I think, PMA.
I'll go closer to see the
Yeah,
date
yeah.
on it.
Hey, London, thanks for checking in. I'm glad you're there. I'm sorry I missed you. I was too busy flapping my jaw. Welcome back. You've tuned into a lovely day. There's not a cloud, literally not a cloud in the sky. And we're in Hollywood. And just showing off an apartment building I was speculating on moving into. I like that New York style. But man, it got hot. You know what I'm gonna do? My friend Brian is over there talking to the ladies. Oop.
Did you say you're wondering when it was built? Yeah, 1922. 22?
Ah,
That's the oldest one we found so far.
yeah. I told you it'd been around.
I lived it. It's built like, I mean, it's earthquake proof. Yeah, it's been through every earthquake.
And they recently kind of remodeled the whole thing. I was thinking about moving in. I saw that it had like a couple of spots in there. And I kind of, yeah, really.
Price?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about location. I didn't move here for location. I moved here for the price.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a quiet street.
And how's your parking situation? Because I know that you don't
I'm
really.
doing parking wars right now. They come on Fridays.
Oh, okay.
That side, so I'm sitting here. As soon as they come, I'm moving back to my spot.
Oh,
right?
okay, okay. So it's
so this side is, and they do it every other week. It's not every week.
Oh, now is that street sweeping or is that just
street sweepers?
Yeah, yeah.
They changed it. Good morning. Since COVID. No, it's only been like the last month because they didn't have enough drivers.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah,
can't
yeah.
get people to drive the street sweepers. So it's every other Friday, which is I'll park back in my spot right underneath the street light, and I won't have to move for 2 weeks. Yeah. I don't go anywhere.
Yeah. How's like security or anything? You have any issues? Worried about the neighborhood or anything like that? I'm like seriously. I was like, I've been scoping this building out for months, and like.
I would snag a spot.
Yeah.
I came from Long Beach, downtown Long Beach,
yeah.
and I was in the middle of all the protests.
Yeah, yeah.
And the riots. I saw it firsthand.
Yeah.
And it scared the crap out of me. And I just wanted to get out.
Yeah.
Dude,
you're a block from it here, though. I mean, it's the same thing. Right?
Well, my daughter said that.
Yeah.
But it's
more
spread out.
Yeah.
Long Beach is like.
It's a small spot. Yeah.
It closed
yeah.
in, and I saw the riots on TV, and the police did nothing. Here there was a guy on the roof doing an audition. He was in a monster thing. He was doing an audition for some movie or something. And someone called the cops, and like 6 cops were here within a minute.
Wow.
Boom, 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 boom.
So people are watching, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. There has been a van stolen here. I think it was this one. No, it's not it.
Yeah.
Because the guy had all these heavy-duty locks on it, so they think, oh, there's something in there.
Yeah, of course.
So they broke in, and they said, oh, there's nothing in here. Let's just take the van.
Yeah.
And then another guy got a battery stolen. That's all I know about here.
Wow. Yeah.
1922. That must be the oldest building because I lived in one built in 28.
It's 22 or 23.
Either way, that's pretty early. Yeah.
Is sticking in my mind.
Can I ask you a random question on camera?
It's nothing weird.
I want to.
Oh, I'm asking.
Yeah. I'm just doing. I'm asking 1,000.
Green tea. If I drink tea, it's green tea. Thank you. And then for other types.
And I can use you on video, right? Little snippets.
I happened to get, when I came here, there was 5 units open, and they had just finished remodeling it. First time I heard, and I got it.
Oh.
They gave me a free air conditioner, a month's free rent,
Jeez.
and then they spread that over a year, so my rent is like $13.75, and my utilities is $50 a month.
What? Oh my God, dude. Wow. Well, I'm gonna.
You're getting a good deal.
Yeah.
And they just put, we did have a break-in about a month ago at night. Someone jimmied the front door open, and they went in and they messed up the office. And maybe one on the outside.
You know what though? Like like I said, I lived in one over in Armenia, and isn't this one door secure? Then
Isn't this Little Armenia here? What is this?
Yeah, this is Little Armenia.
is it? Yeah.
Well, they advertised it as
Oh.
Koreatown.
No, you're right.
No,
K-Town's
Thai Town.
When I came to look at it, they said it's in Koreatown. And I looked at another place on a busy street over there, in an apartment place. I got a studio, and a bigger studio.
Yeah.
They have small ones and bigger ones. And I got the bigger one. Remodel kitchen, remodel bathroom, new floors, new appliances, new tile, a free air conditioner.
That's good. You're gonna need that.
Yeah.
Oh, I needed it last summer. I've been here almost a year.
So, how many square feet can I ask, or about? Do you know? Is it
Jesus.
like 800 square feet, or you're doing
It's
more?
probably,
One bedroom?
no, it's a studio.
Oh,
The
studios.
studio is about from that fence, the gate, out to here.
So yeah, about 500 square feet.
Bathroom, there's a little open, go left to the bathroom, this way to a closet. I have a little storage area. And then this side goes into a kitchen.
Oh, that, yeah. 800 maybe.
That's pretty good.
For $14.25,
Yeah.
but I haven't spread my month rent.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So it's 13 something. So my rent is like $14.30 with utilities.
Wow.
And it's nice, it's quiet.
That's what we were saying.
There's a laundry room in there. No.
Are you really looking for a place, Al?
Yeah. I don't know if this will be the one, but I'm.
Kyle's probably in his office.
Yeah.
On-site manager.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, Kyle's great.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time. Yeah. We're gonna keep roaming.
Yeah. You guys have a good day.
Yeah, this is a good day for walking.
About this place is I'm a former retired builder. So
Oh yeah, it's solid.
built it.
Yeah, they don't build it yet.
I'm glad to hear
Any
it.
earthquake retrofitting or anything.
Really?
On the exterior. It's just
All those have
fucking-
they have those big braces, right? In a lot of the apartments. You ever see those down?
It's all concrete.
Yeah.
1906 earthquake, so 1906, maybe 15 years after the big earthquake, and they fucking built this place.
That was the first big renaissance in Los Angeles. Was early 20s. That's why it's like
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
it's one of the new buildings.
Yeah. Have a good one, man. Okay.
We'll go back up. Yeah, I was talking to some other people that live around here, and I think until this thing until that blight goes away,
Yeah.
and the challenges you're dealing with here, I think the sad part is when as they quote unquote clean up Hollywood Boulevard, it moves down a couple blocks or a block.
Yeah, it just gets pushed. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, and that's what I was gonna say. Is the place I was in is there's a couple more blocks down that way. And yeah, we felt it. I felt it in the year that I lived there. People rises. We'd have a homeless camp. No, and they would say, okay, we're here to clean up this mess.
give her some room.
Throw away their stuff or leave.
Yeah. So there was one of these apartment buildings on this space.
Oh.
They haven't done,
Oh my God, really?
but it's kind of weird to just see where the
Wow, here's the steps.
apartment complex.
Weird.
Back in the old days when we used phone cables,
Oh my God. Wow.
figure that out. You know, Lowe's hotels are awesome. We don't have any Lowe's, I don't think, near. There's a Big W hotel, which is kind of fun to look at.
Win.
I have
It's
a-
win. You have a viewer?
Yeah, he's in London and up very late, aren't you? I'll show you this mid-century beautiful sign when it's lit.
This is one of my favorites. Let's
No,
go around to it.
we'll head down to Sunset, but
You gonna stay on the shady side of
But-
the street?
we'll stay on this side, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just like that you've got that old 1920s buildings. Then you've got something that's a new building, but transitioning in terms of it's got a little feel of the old, and it's got a little mid-century modern in it. And then you go to mid-century modern. So everything is just laid out with at least some thought. The downtowner, Jesus.
That neon sign is really fun at night.
That's what we used to call a motor lodge. They're motor lodges.
Who's showing their age now?
They're motels, yeah. You're out on a road trip with you'd stop at a motor lodge. But yeah, this is all 1920s stuff.
Is that the original building there?
Yes, absolutely.
Really? Oh, it's all
Yeah,
cleaned up. Beautiful.
yeah. But this is Thai Town. So Little Armenia and Thai Town are kind of combined. I was getting hot. I had to take that sweater off. That's how how cold it was this morning. I
Yeah.
was all bundled up.
Yeah.
But yeah, have you walked this little village yet?
Oh, well, lots of times. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because
Yeah,
I live
like a-
over there, and
Oh, I
across
see, yeah.
is my grocery store. So I
Oh.
go back and forth, all up and down the streets. Ride the scooter, walk the dog. Speaking of the dogs, hi puppies. But I don't know as much about it as you are. You're telling me stuff that I don't even know.
It's surprising how the great thing about getting old is being okay with knowing that you know. The more you learn, the more you realize how little you know.
Yeah, it's true.
And low battery, so we're going to take off of the so I've been going for about an hour, so I'm going to have to plug in a battery, so give me 1 second.
I don't know if you can see it on camera, that restaurant across the street there, Torum.
Yeah, that's it.
Thai cuisine, that's a great place.
I think I've eaten at one of them. Yeah, but you want Thai food, this is the neighborhood.
And it's cheap too, man, like $10.
That's what was surprising to me is I went to, might be it, but I went to one here. We got a lot of food, it tasted fantastic, and I thought they made a mistake on the price.
Yeah, right.
It was so cheap.
You sure that's right?
I tried to pay them more, and they were like, no, that's correct. I said, but that was 2 people. They said, yeah, that's correct.
And this is kind of the edge of Thai town, honestly. Because
Yeah.
if you go back the other way, that's where they have, there's a whole shopping.
Yeah, this is the edge of it, because Hollywood proper is on the other side of the freeway. So I thought, well, what? Because they have a new apartment being built, a new building
Yes,
being built.
yeah.
There. And then we'll go down to Sunset, and I'll show you some amazing new buildings there that I didn't even notice last time I was here. Like architecturally significant, and you're like, wow, I didn't know we had that kind of building. But right now, I'm just gonna undo the lavalier. Shake the camera violently. There it is. This goes in the bag. So with this battery, I can go for another 6 hours. I love the history of Los Angeles too. I will have to do better at brushing up on what I know. see what's up. So now we're walking westbound on Hollywood Boulevard in Thai-town, the edge of Thai-town. We're going west on Hollywood Boulevard. We're going to cross over the Hollywood Freeway and then head south to Sunset. Yeah. I'd recently seen a documentary. If you haven't seen the Netflix documentary Q about Quincy Jones, it's pretty amazing. But they talk about one of the recording studios, sound recording studios that they used to record their music in Hollywood. It's still there, and apparently it's one of the most not only historic but acoustically balanced audio recording studios anywhere.
Oh wow!
But every major famous artist that you can think of is recorded in there, and it's like hallowed ground in the music industry. It's a little nondescript building you would never even give a second thought to.
Well, like this over here.
I love that.
Like, what is that? Like, it's obviously an old building.
It's an escrow center.
It obviously is the escrow center, right? It's closed though. No escrows today, folks.
But yeah, it's a gorgeous building. We'll have to look it up. It's all on the map. Today is palm tree day. There is not a cloud in the sky. This is where that line from that song comes from. Where the skies are not cloudy all day. Lost so much weight, my skinny pants are falling down. God damn. But yeah, this is all new development.
Yes, here on the left, that's the new building.
You know, when you consider how long it takes to get the financing together, how long it takes to build something, and then how long to start recouping some of that investment, these are pretty long-term investments, you know? So somebody's speculating that this area is really going to be prosperous over the next 15 to 20 years or more. So
Well, you're also...
You see this and you got to think, God, how amazing is this place going to be? Look at that. I just love that.
It's a great view, huh? Right there.
Yeah. That's that. More donuts.
They're moving right along on this because this literally like 2 days
Yeah,
ago,
it was crazy.
it was all rough. I was trying to ride.
And this was all boarded up, wasn't it? You couldn't even get through here.
I was trying to ride a scooter over it 2 days ago. Here they had all the plates out here on the street. It's all, wow, looking nice.
Yeah, you
guys.
could not walk here at all. But this is going to be a huge complex.
Yeah, it is. Look at all back in there. Look at that.
Yeah, there's the whole cubby hole in there.
Wow. Look
Yeah,
at that.
yeah, it's huge.
Looking nice, guys. Getting there.
What's up, man?
Beautiful.
Got Columbo's car.
Now this, I think Raffi Savin Raffi.
Yeah?
Raffi, I may be wrong, but there was a band back in the day called the Raffis. And they snuck up to the Hollywood sign one night and they changed it to Raffiwood.
Oh my God.
And there's a Huell Hauser show about it, but every time I see that, I think about that story.
Oh.
I think one of the kids of the owner or something like that. And there's the sign.
This church was awesome. When I was a kid, we'd come up to visit my aunt we drive up the Hollywood freeway.
Yeah.
It was always amazing passing this because it was such a bright purple.
Me too. I was
Ah.
always amazed by it.
It's bleached out now compared to what it was, but man, it used to be purple.
I met my ex-wife at the apartment building behind
Oh,
the
no.
church. And actually, in a moment, for your viewers, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Yeah.
Brad Pitt gets on the freeway, coming same direction as this bus is coming. So you see this car is turning left. Same direction that Brad Pitt turns, gets onto the freeway, goes down, heading north on the 101 there.
They filmed some of that in my neighborhood too.
Yes.
They shot in the Toluca Lake Village. But what's cute, the set decorators put signs up for what the buildings were back in the day.
Yes.
And it was a real trip. All of the neighbors, we all
Yeah.
came out, everyone was taking pictures and reminiscing about the old restaurants that are no longer there.
See right here, if you get a shot of this, this is the shot in the movie where he goes down the ramp.
Ah,
I think it's a helicopter shot actually, or a crane shot from the other side.
yeah, it might be a crane shot.
Yeah, and then further down Hollywood, of course, you watch the behind the scenes footage, you know, they usually all
We came out and hung out one night, just watched some film. Behind the scenes footage that night.
Yes. Yeah, it's amazing. He's up there on the truck talking to the crowd and stuff, saying thank you. I remember, that's when I was living here. And friends of mine are like, oh, Quentin is filming tonight. Oh, like I saw you one night at this club called Cloak and Dagger, remember?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
closed now. That's a big
Yeah.
story we don't need to talk about. But Cloak and Dagger is the back end of Pig and Whistle.
Right.
Pig and Whistle was shooting. Quentin was filming. So that's what I heard, like from my friends who were friends of the club. They're like, oh no, Quentin's filming in the restaurant tonight. So there's something about this on-ramp right here.
The traffic right now is normal for the pandemic, but it's slowly getting busier. So we're probably 50% to normal on traffic. And plus it's midday, so you would never see more traffic than this in the middle of the day. But if we come back in 3 hours, this potentially could be bumper to bumper, just slowly inching along. We're looking south on the Hollywood freeway towards downtown Los Angeles. So now we're going to continue walking west on Hollywood.
You know what's a weird story though, Al, is even better than that, connected to Quentin Tarantino, is the day that we were tour guides together, and I was heading home from work. We stopped by, you were living with a friend of ours, Steve.
Steve Taylor.
I'm walking down the street, and there's a film crew. They're saying, oh, please wait, you can't go into the building yet, please wait. Come on, let's go. And then I see Bruce Willis walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah, I remember those days.
And we waited for them to do their shot. I walked inside the building, walked upstairs, and then Steve and I and you proceeded to sit there and look out the window of the apartment building that's on the camera in Pulp Fiction,
Yeah,
watching them film that shot.
yeah. That was,
And then they filmed in the courtyard inside. And I think another friend of ours is actually on camera, like up inside the apartment, in their apartment or something. Weird stories, Al, that we have weird connections to things. Again and again, right? I mean, hang out in this town long enough, you're gonna meet everybody, I guess. Now we can go up here back to my neighborhood if you want.
But let me show you this building. So these, we'll go down to Sunset, back up to your place. Can you handle it?
I'm fine.
Are you-
Yeah.
Old man, can you handle this? You're not falling apart?
Breakfast place right up there.
That's how you know you're old. When you say things like, there used to be this great
Yeah.
breakfast place.
No, but I'm talking like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay. But look at this Netflix building. It's just,
I love this building. It's so wacky.
I don't know what she's talking about.
She wants to talk to you though.
No, I'm not talking to anybody weird.
Hi, I moved here 2 months ago.
She sounded just like a voice of a YouTuber that I follow. That's why I stopped. I just stopped for a second. I thought it was a woman. But this building is just, you know,
That Netflix building.
considering how many crappy square box buildings we've had over the years, it's nice to have something with a little personality.
Yeah, it's wacky. I like it.
But there's more across the street. And that place that it's sitting on, that was the old CBS Studios.
Yes. Wait, no, not Television City.
No, that's no, but this was like where the news crews were.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a whole studio here. Sound stages, production houses.
I always used to love coming down here, and you know, when you're a kid and you see,
Look at that.
Yeah, this one over here is.
Somebody got a deal on palm trees that week. Look at that. Right? Somebody was buying palm trees, buy one get one free that week. Look at that.
Give me 57 palm trees.
Yeah, well, I got a deal. I can give you 107 for the same price. I just need I need you to be able to take them today. I was like, okay.
Okay. I'll just plant them on my street
Yeah. Yeah, but what else are you gonna do with them?
every 5 inches.
So we're going south. Oh yeah, this is a neat little village too. Coming up.
Yeah, this is the only liquor store that's open after midnight. Coming up on the left, there's Hollywood History, and then there's Hollywood Practical.
Yeah.
Anyways, like I was saying, when you're a kid, you're watching TV, you see the mighty Channel 5 news.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
see this tower, right? This towering tower. And you come down to Hollywood and you see the tower, right? I mean, we're gonna see it in a minute actually. It's kind of weird. It's a little underwhelming now that I'm an adult. It's like, oh yeah, there's Channel 5 tower. There's things right there.
Yeah.
I remember getting so excited, and it's funny how you become kind of jaded, but still enthralled a little bit. In high school, I used to go to TV tapings at
Yeah.
Channel 5 all the time, right? So
Yeah.
I used to drive past the gate in a bus.
You ever seen this place? I'd never noticed it before,
Wow.
but take a look at this little village.
I've never actually known. This looks a little bit like the Chaplin Studios. It reminds me of it.
Probably built around those
I wonder.
late teens, early 20s.
Um.
Looks like a little artist colony, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But look at that. Isn't that amazing? I'd never noticed it before, but just little bungalow.
I just fire
Two-story
past
bung-
on my scooter.
Yeah, I love this building. Yeah, I remember going to, I was in a field trip from elementary school. They took us to the studio to watch a taping of some show.
Yeah. And it's it's like better than Disneyland when you're a kid. You're like, oh my god, I'm going to see the show actually, and then you're sitting there for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, you see how it's really
You
done.
really see, right? So why did we get into tour guys? Why did we want to still go into Hollywood? I mean, the tower's not even that tall.
Clearly, it's affected you greatly.
Oh, I
You're
kiss kids. Baby.
still ranting
I've had
after
it.
all these years. But yeah, this was CBS Studios. This was CBS Studios. This is historic. This goes back to the golden age of radio.
Well, that's why I'm kind of still ranting about it.
The Jack Benny program came from this
Yes.
series of buildings.
This is the first broadcast tower on the West Coast, like literally. So, I mean, bah. So, bah.
See, you're talking it down, and it's got some goddamn great history. Look at that.
Pretty cool. We go across the street.
No, yeah, well, let's stay on this side only because it's easier to see the architecture that I missed last time I walked through here.
Yeah. Speaking of, there's another wacky building there. That's the that's CNN there, that stacked thing.
That's new.
That's not CNN.
No, it's not. But this is all part of the new construction that was. This used to be all just a 3-story complex all the way around. And when they started, when CBS sold it off and they redeveloped it, they knocked down some of the old sound stages and built that building. But it's nice that they kept the old facade.
Yeah, it's cool.
And just to think that George Burns, Gracie Allen, Bob Hope, Jack Benny, all those guys that were broadcasting their shows from here.
You're right out of there.
Come on, we'll make it.
Right there. There we go.
Yeah.
What, are you being chased?
But what I missed last time I was here was
show,
this.
Show them the sound stages down here. That's kind of a cool view. Those who've never seen like a
Yeah,
TV sound stage.
everybody's discovering the internet for the first time.
What were you saying?
Well, this building on the left, that big gray building, it's architecturally significant for the neighborhood because we've never had anything that had this much design put into it before.
Yeah.
But when I was on that side of the street, I completely didn't see it. I saw a friend's series of photographs a week or two ago, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Actually, I was Google searching something, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought, I just walked that street.
That's funny.
How did I not see this?
You're so right.
But they kept the Arby's, and that's good.
I fire right past here on my scooter. I bet I used to eat at that Arby's in high school when we drive down here being rebels. Drive down from Simi Valley.
Arby's survived when nothing else could. That just blows my mind.
I know, right?
How does Arby's make it?
Beef. Cheap beef and cheese now.
Imagine
That's what it
how
is.
much money they're going to make when they finally sell that piece of property. But this was, where the pillars are, this white building, that's a building that was the original spaghetti factory,
Oh, yes.
the old spaghetti factory.
What?
So
Yeah.
but it's a historic building. I mean, it's built back in the 20s, so they kept that, and then they built this complex around it.
Yeah.
And that's what they did over at the W Hotel as well, with that story I was telling you earlier about the guy that had the hat shop. They kept the old architecturally significant part and then demolished everything else.
You know what's funny? You ever been to another spaghetti factory?
Not on purpose.
They all have this facade.
Oh, that was their style.
Yeah, it's like they all put it. I think they copied. This
Probably.
is crazy.
Yeah, if you've never seen this is kind of worth getting a look at.
I never realized when I'm riding past every day.
Yeah.
Right, you look up, and you go, oh.
We get past the taco truck here. But isn't that something? And it's got an interesting view from that other corner.
This is all the apartments on the side. Right?
No, it's a
Offices.
college, Emerson College.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Can't even get it in one shot. And the Technicolor building is new as well.
I was gonna say that's a new Technicolor
But
building.
sandwiched in between them is that little soundstage that is hallowed ground. That soundstage is one of the most important sound recording studios in music
That's
history.
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's go over and go closer to it.
Nothing to see.
Phil,
It's just a
let's
big
go down
white
by the
wall.
Palladium here.
But I really recommend you check out the
God, I wish I
Netflix
had
documentary
batteries.
Q.
I want to talk about that.
Well, the good news is, Brian, it's going to be here
Right?
next week.
You can come see it again.
That's why I do my walks and I think, oh, I should have videotaped that, but you know what? It will be another
You
day.
feel like you're missing the,
I don't have any-
lightning in a bottle.
I don't have any fear of missing out on any, because I realize there is no lightning and there is no bottle.
Or it's all lightning.
In which case, no lightning.
In which case you can record it next week, so it doesn't matter. That is crazy. Look at that wow, man. I didn't
Yeah.
realize. Wasn't this a stair or something?
Yeah, no, this whole, like I said, we'll go over here a little bit more. You get an interesting view of this building.
Yeah,
But
every angle on it is really cool. Well, the reason I know this building, Sunset Gower Studios, is
you used to wake up,
I used to wake up
in
on
the
the
morning
corner
on the
there
corner.
out of a drunken
Yeah.
haze.
I know your stories.
Embarrassingly,
Look
I
at
have
that.
to say, I think the very last thing that was shot in there was like the Chevy Chase show.
No, that's down further. Yeah, that's
That one.
that's
Right
the,
there.
The,
It's one of these two.
the Earl Carroll Theater is what that was.
Okay.
That was used to be a famous dance hall.
Yes. Yes.
Through these doors are past a million
Oh.
beautiful girls.
That's okay. I'm sorry because I see the Palladium down there. It's right across
Yeah.
from the Palladium.
Yeah.
But this is a music studio, you're saying?
This has always been this. This is what, I mean,
Wow.
yeah, I'm trying to think of two documentaries right now that talked about it prominently. It's not
Isn't
coming
that
to my
crazy,
mind
right?
right
It's
now,
just-
but I'll send it to you when I think of it.
Isn't that crazy? It just sits there, right? You have no idea the history that happened in there.
Well, if you're not in the music business, why would you know?
Right?
This looks great from across the street, but I could never figure out what the name of this was. It's Hollywood
Town. It's town.
Town
Town homes.
Motel.
Hollywood
It-
Town. Oh.
It was a motel.
But it's Town WNE, right?
It looks like there was more than just the words T-O. There's letters T-O. There's more.
Or Sundown, maybe, or something like that.
W-N-E.
Maybe. That sounds familiar for some reason.
Well, there would be no E on the end of it if it was sundown. But anyhow,
Unless they were doing stylish.
But if you could see this architecture from across the street, this is post-war 1950s because of the Polynesian. You get all this lava rock. The whole Polynesian theme was such a big deal because all the people coming back from the war.
Tiki.
Yeah, they were like, oh, this stuff we saw. Let's recreate this feeling, and it looks amazing from across the street because you can see the you can see its old bones.
Yeah, you can see up here how.
Yeah, that some of these structures are hiding stories of a more glamorous past.
I've got a story coming up actually. About Gower Gulch, right? You know
Mhm,
Gower
yeah.
Gulch?
That's where it all started.
Yeah.
You can't tell the basic ones. You got to get deeper.
Yeah.
Bring us some strange.
Right?
Don't tell us the easy stuff. That apartment complex going up over there is another massive.
Wow.
And that's where the Earl Carroll Theater was. So they've kind of incorporated the Earl Carroll Theater architecture into that.
Yes.
Westbound on Hollywood Boulevard is what we're doing. Oh, what happened here? Let me see.
Did you go off?
I turned off my chat box. Because one of the things I like about this program, here, watch this, watch my screen. So let's do this.
That's on Prism. You're on Prism.
Yeah,
I kind of started playing around with that a little bit.
but let's see. Anyhow, I didn't set up any graphics before this today. Man, this strip last year when Black Lives Matter protests started, helicopter coverage of this particular strip mall was particularly good because all the news crews are so close to here,
Yes.
and it was really hard to watch them kicking down doors and just running in, grabbing things.
These places I know.
It was intense. This is all new. Is that a Starbucks? Looks like
It's La Monarca. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the liquor store. It's open.
Look at that.
In case you come to Hollywood, yeah, that's the Viacom.
But this is like, that used to be a parking lot for Columbia Studios. And now it's a huge complex.
Now there's the parking.
Just incredible. So that's Roscoe's right there. I mean, this is unrecognizable. If you just pulled somebody out of 10 years ago and just dropped them here, it'd take them a while to figure out where the hell they are.
Yeah.
Really
So you like look over here, like this Denny's has been here forever.
Yeah.
Well, not forever. Let's go closer.
Go close, you can't see it.
Not working.
Right, if I didn't even realize that was down there.
But tell us
I would've, like, kind of thinking my way out.
in 10 seconds or less why Gower Gulch is so important.
Back in the 20s when they first started making movies here in Hollywood. Okay, the 10s.
Teens, yeah, this
Teens, right? Yeah.
early teens before Universal. When did Universal open? 1915.
1915.
Right?
Yeah,
So
prior to
before Universal, they all rented out of the same building that was here.
that, all these buildings back behind
Yeah. Say what?
there was the first movie studio in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
The soundstage, like that building back there wasn't there. But
Yeah, it's all gone now, but this is the corner where
so
They started.
behind here, do you want to go across or just stay on this side?
I'll stay on this side.
We'll go closer next. We'll go closer next time, and we'll do a little video on it. Because you see, they have it set up like a little.
I'll
Western
join you
town.
on your stream.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Oh, somebody's mad.
But no, this is where the Warner Brothers, this is where Carl Laemmle started Universal, guys that started some of the other studios, all worked out of the same complex of buildings around that corner.
And the cowboys, literal cowboys, would come from the farm and from the ranch, and they would show up here in full cowboy regalia. And people like John Wayne.
But it sounds like amazing, but when you say cowboys, you talk about ranch hands that worked in the ranches here in the valley and in the area.
Yeah.
So it wasn't astounding because they were working farms and ranches
that's
around
true,
here.
that's
So
true. And they would hang out
it would
here and
be
drink,
no
I
more.
guess,
It would
right?
be no more spectacular than seeing a construction guy leaving this construction site and going to a local pizza place
True.
to get a pizza and a beer
Yeah.
because it was normal.
But all the producers knew that this place they called Gower Gulch, which was like what, probably a bar and a little five and dime or whatever.
No, it was a building. There used to be a building there and offices, and that's where they started working.
Oh, I always thought that was like like after work, like you say they hung out at pizza.
Well, there were restaurants, I'm sure, at the time, but the similar idea that when you had not to poo-poo your good knowledge,
I want information. I don't.
but
I don't stand
like Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford and Chaplin, they would ride their horses down Hollywood Boulevard. They'd race each other to Musso and Frank. The last one that got there paid for dinner.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, and it sounds so exotic now, but you got to remember at the time, this was just flat dirt.
Yeah.
As far as the eye could see, all the way around.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
there was not a lot out here.
So when we say Gower Gulch, it really was closer to an actual.
Yeah, there was nothing out here.
So anyways, we'll go back there. We'll visit. There's a little wagon out there in the middle. I don't even know
Yeah.
if it's original or not.
No. It's crap. But the Palladium, it's gonna have a big building like that black one built right behind it, and then incorporate this into. Oh yeah, this is
Are they really?
about $1 billion worth of investment.
I remember remember seeing Oingo Boingo back here.
Yeah, this is a pretty historic location. I mean, the Palladium.
It's in
One of Prince's last gigs was here, and he went on for like 3 hours.
and the Blues Brothers, I believe.
No, that was the Avalon,
Is it?
up on across from the Capitol Records building.
Oh.
Believe it or not, I just learned that last year.
Uh-huh.
I'd always thought it was somewhere else.
Yeah. This is good because I mean, like, you know, I'm always spouting facts and I'm like, I wish I could follow everything up with, but I'm not sure.
Well,
You know I'm close.
I don't. That's why I don't do tour videos like that. It's like, look, I don't know everything. I don't know anything. This is all for you to look at and do a couple clicks on the internet and find your own information. But yeah, so they're tearing down. I don't know if you remember, but there was a office complex that they're tearing down right now.
Yeah.
So that was all post production and stuff like that. So when that goes away, they're going to start building a building. They'll be similar in width and in height as this building.
Yeah. Interesting.
And
So
it'll be
like a twin.
it'll be mixed use. It'll be hotel and resort and light business and some residential, but it'll be connected to the Palladium. Here, let's do this.
So back in like probably 1988, 89.
I used to come here and see punk bands.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. I parked in that parking space right there.
This is a Thrasher place.
Stood over there by the doors. We got here at noon for a show that started at 8.
Yeah.
So that we could be in front because it was a standing room only, or like, you know, no, what's it called? No seats, right?
Isn't that amazing though?
General admission.
Take a look at the front entrance.
I'm sure it's been in some.
Oh yeah. Shit, it's
TV
been
show.
around since the 20s.
Right.
I mean the 40s. And if I've been in there, I don't remember it because
Really?
so I just basically think I've never. I just say I've never been in there. I must have at some point, but
Yeah.
with all the alcohol and craziness
I know
going on.
two times that I saw Oingo Boingo and The Offspring actually. And Oingo Boingo was much more fun.
But this is a big piece of property. When you're looking at it, you know that's going to be a huge
Yeah,
complex.
you can
When you
see the-
consider what they've just done, you know, to the right there with that big building and all that complex we just walked by,
Yeah.
this is going to be that's historic. And then you were mentioning the Earl Carroll Theater earlier.
Yeah, so
that's where it was. But the all right, here it is, right here.
Yeah.
So that's the actual theater you were talking about.
Uh-huh.
Talk about how do you know he's 50 years old because he's referencing Chevy Chase in the Chevy Chase show.
I know,
something
right?
nobody. Talk about a footnote in the footnotes of footnotes.
I think there were
In
5
history.
episodes of that show.
Yeah, and I think what you're really getting at is the reason why it's notable is because it was one of the biggest bombs in
Yes.
talk show history.
And it was
So,
the last thing to shoot in there, as far as I'm aware.
sadly, yeah. However, the theater itself, you know, when you go back to the 30s, it was a famous dance hall, and it looks nothing like it used to.
Yeah.
The famous Earl Carroll neon sign that used to be out in front is now at Universal City Walk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually hanging facing east on the bridge near where the King Kong structure is.
Oh.
As you're walking west, you'll see it. But the Earl Carroll Theater will remain. The front entrance, which you can't see right now because of the construction wall, will still maintain that same deco style look
can see
that
this
you
here,
see here at
yeah.
the Palladium.
Yes.
But there's also like a group of people that I don't know that can keep you in some if you know them
Uh-huh.
to take a look at the almost perfectly preserved Art Deco style lobby and bar and all the they've really done a lot of good work holding on to that and preserving it. So
Hopefully,
it's going to
yeah.
be a real jewel once that opens up. That was the first skyscraper in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
It was the tallest building in Hollywood forever. But it was the first skyscraper in Hollywood, not Los
There's
Angeles.
a what's it called up top there.
Well, there used to be.
There's a nightclub up top.
Not anymore.
It was.
It's all residential. But yeah, that's where. Well, that up top is where the architect who designed most of the most famous buildings in Hollywood and Los Angeles had all of his. When that place went empty and sat as a rave and crack house for a couple of decades, they got up there and started fires and burnt all of his original architectural drawings and
What?
plans. Yeah, it's historic loss to the city.
In this building?
Yeah, and that's why they finally just said, you know, we got to do something with this or knock it down. And that's when the developer got a hold of it real cheap-ish as it goes,
Yeah.
and built this, retrofitted it and made it residential.
Well, yeah, and I don't know. You hear stories, you know, about people like, I was at the Transformers premiere party on the roof. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there used to be a restaurant up there years ago. We used to all go to. This used to be NBC Studios. This whole corner. All of this here.
And you got the tile mosaic in front of this building too.
Yeah.
What was it? Chase Bank? Or
Well, what was it? Ames Home Loan. It was a.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think it was Ames Home, not Ames. I don't know. It was a home loan. So I can't remember right now. It was a famous local bank, regional bank.
Yes.
And then that was used to be a studio where Merv Griffin shot his show.
Yeah, over here.
So they still see they kept the facade of that. You see that Art Deco style, that little curve to the structure there.
Yeah.
That's the last of the original entrance to the studio that used to be there, and that was
Yeah, it was the Merv Griffin Studio, so they shot Jeopardy,
yeah.
Fortune, and I used to go to tapings of Love Connection in high school. Merv Griffin, anything Merv Griffin Productions was done. It's interesting though; it really doesn't look the same.
No, nothing does. Yeah, because it was just you know, sound stages in office buildings aren't inherently visually appealing. You know,
Right.
it's what they were functional buildings built to do something inside. You know, but they did have a charm when this place was a small town. I'm gonna wrap up this stream right now.
Why don't
So.
you get a shot of the Cinerama Dome over here?
Oh yeah, the Cinerama Dome. Architecturally significant.
Since it's closed.
We're on the corner of Sunset and Vine, looking southwest.
See the dome as you come up,
Yeah, we'll cross the street and take a peek at it.
walk down there.
Yeah. So Pacific's Art Like Theater. Yeah, it's us.
Everybody's upset that
It's a big deal in Los Angeles right now or in Hollywood, because Art Like Theaters, or Pacific Theaters that owns it, announced that they will not be reopening the Cinerama Dome. Not only the dome, but all of their theaters.
all of their theaters.
They're hopefully, you know, people got in arms right away because
Yeah.
it's architecturally significant, it's historic, but it is a protected, architecturally significant building, so it can't be torn down or significantly altered. But there's no guarantee it'll ever open again as a movie theater. It could open up as a Starbucks or a
God, wouldn't it be horrible?
Yeah,
A
or
restaurant.
yeah. It could be a
Like I saw
hotel.
Fantasia in there, and what's it called? Print. Whatever. What was it called? Cinerama Vision.
It was just called Cinerama.
So yeah,
That was this.
three screens, right?
Yeah, 3 projectors.
Three
It
projectors.
was the ultra widescreen format that later was accomplished with an anamorphic lens, but at the time, we just shot with 3 cameras and stitched them together on the screen to create this panorama.
Amazing.
What was the first Cinerama film?
This is Cinerama.
Yeah. And then the actual first feature?
Was it How the West Was Won?
I believe so,
I
yeah.
think so. Yeah. If you try to watch How the West Was Won on a regular television screen in the aspect ratio,
Yeah.
it'll literally be like
Yeah,
this
it's
thing.
very skinny.
It's like
very
'Cause
short,
it's 3
very.
full movie screens
yeah.
laced together, right? It's
But you know, someone's gonna pick it up. Maybe a movie theater chain will pick it up. But who knows? My gut reaction is where that veggie grill used to be the parking lot, right? And
Yeah.
and you park on the side and behind it, and then they built all those screens
well,
behind it.
The building in the distance, not to go off topic too much. but
Well,
that's the
we'll get
Virgin
to that, but what I'm getting at is that the original architectural design of this space when they were building, before they built the dome, where that theater complex is,
Megastore.
was a tower similar to like that. That was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
The original architectural design of it.
Uh-huh.
So I think what they'll do is if it doesn't get picked up by a theater chain, it'll get leveled and they'll build office and living complex there
Yeah.
and just incorporate this into it.
Yeah.
And that, like I said, might become a retail or a business office space. Could be a bank, you know. It's just an odd shaped building that you're stuck with. And I know you're referring to Amoeba. I don't have an attachment to Amoeba because
Well, I just think it's the reason
it's
I
not
mention it.
architecturally significant. It's got a good profitable business that people like that sells vinyl, and it closed and there was a big uproar, but they just moved a couple of blocks away and just opened, and you can still get the same stuff you could get before. So
No, but my point is, Amoeba bought that from Virgin. It was the Virgin Megastore. Remember back in the day?
oh yeah, it was okay.
Right? So I mean, these things change hand in
All the
Hollywood.
time.
It wouldn't surprise me if some movie chain buys this. I mean, this is like a
to see how viable movie chains are, you know.
well. That's a good
you know,
point.
I was gonna say it may never open again as a movie theater, but it'll always be here. So you got that going for you.
It'll be a big room where you
What?
can sit and watch your phones, watch the movies on your phone.
All buildings get bought and sold.
Yeah.
And they get reused. Nothing unusual about that in history.
I think the whole point of our walk here, though, is pointing out these little things, though, that survive, right? And so we have to hope that dome will be here 20 years from now, but who knows?
Who cares? Who cares? Life is but a dream, you know. You'll be gone.
Right?
It won't matter.
Yeah, the fact is, okay, so I got to see a movie in the dome. There you go. Like, what are you going to do? Like, I got to see a movie in the dome, yeah?
Yeah, everything's just trivia. Just enjoy it while we got the chance. And when our chance is done,
I did.
somebody else's chance.
Weird, though, comes back around to Quentin Tarantino. We were watching, Steve and I.
Now we know who your idol is.
No, it's just funny because your ex-roommate, Steve,
Saw it in
Quentin Tarantino
Universal.
came into the theater during the film. Now, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know what he looked like at that point, but Steve did. He's like, that's Quentin Tarantino. That's the guy who directed this movie. So, I don't know. I mean, not that it matters to anybody, but to me it's weird because I got to watch Pulp Fiction sitting behind the director.
Trivia.
Yeah?
Ooh, King of Wind. He's, talk about a great actor. He probably has two because he's got a TV star, but he was a film star before that.
Major
Film actor.
Guano.
Leo Carrillo. Do not know who that is.
Well, the state beach was named after him.
I know that.
And you know why? Because he was a film star, and
Yeah, I don't know who he
they
is.
use Leo Carrillo Beach for all kinds of films.
Oh,
I
not
would
know that.
assume they must have filmed with him a lot.
I love your hair. It's beautiful.
How you doing? Good. 800 degrees.
so let's see. Thank you for watching. Hello, Adam. I'm so sorry I didn't see you there earlier,
Somebody's
but
joining in
welcome.
now?
Yeah, let's do this. We'll call a lovely Friday in Hollywood. It's been nice walking from Franklin Village down into little Armenia, Thai town, and now we're back in Hollywood. And sadly, the great Adam Schricker, I missed you. I'm gonna sign off now. Let's see what I can show. But I hope you had a good time. You know what to do. Hit all the buttons, and the buttons, and the buttons, and the thumbs ups, and the likes,
All
and
the
the
likes and the
subscribes.
shares.
Do all that because we need you. So that's the end of Wonderstache Walks, Friday the 16th of 2020. Walking with the tall Brian. It's so hard to get in the frame with me. I am not a tall drink of water. Just remember, folks, wherever you are, it's probably where you ought to be.